I'm Matt,
I'm Molly.
and we're the parents of three boys, Tyler,
Benjamin.
and Nick. And we're taking our life on the road. So, welcome to our first video of what hopefully will be many if I can find the time to edit and teach our boys how to edit. But I figured we'd tell you a little bit about who we are and what we're up to. So, I'm Matt Elmer. I actually am a speaker and I own a business where we teach people how to build businesses using the vehicle of real estate. And I've been flipping properties for many years. And anyways, love properties, loved Airstreams for a long time. And so we figured we'd get one and travel on the road.
And Molly. I have been homeschooling our three boys for 4 years, and now we have decided to take it on the road and do some road schooling,
Or trailer schooling,
Airstream schooling,
RV schooling,
travel schooling,
trailer trash schooling. Yeah. No?
silver bullets.
Mom's last one was this.
Oh, Ben's already voting. So, anyways, so we're going to take our homeschool on the road and we're going to travel around, and I will continue to work and build my business since most of it I can do from just about anywhere. So, other than when I speak, and I'll travel into events and do those. So, I'm really excited about the time with my boys when I'm not working, and this new environment where we see cool things. Like there was a really cool little redbirds right outside our window just a second ago. So we actually are sitting here on the morning of day one, first night after sleeping in our new Airstream, which we'll have videos showing you our Airstream, maybe some how-to videos, some homeschool videos,
Possibly.
some homeschool videos like how Molly does it. And maybe I'll give you some tips occasionally if you'd like on how to build a business. But bottom line, we're a little bit unconventional here, and what we're going to be traveling around. We have Beauty, which is these awesome Airstream. It's a 30-foot bunkhouse, and it's got
It's a flying cloud, right?
Flying Cloud, yeah, and it's brand new, 2015, and 2016, that's right. And it's got a master over here and bunk beds in the back for the boys. So seats, without converting anything, everybody can sleep. It's awesome. We liked it. We looked at a lot of trailers, and fifth wheels and RVs. And why did we decide this one?
Because I wanted it.
So we decided on what Molly wanted, which I think honestly is going to be great. Although Nick and I were on a walk and he said he wanted a slide out, which we're not going to have a slide out. So
We went for Beauty over complete comfort, more space.
Yeah, definitely not quite the same amount of space. Looked at like some Class A's that were huge, that were awesome, and even some Class C's that were pretty sweet. But
You can't beat the timeless beauty of an Airstream.
can't beat it. No way.
It'll last forever.
Yeah, and the other thing is we realized, like, once we get into a park, it'd be nice to be able to just leave the home behind if we need to travel around. So along with Beauty, we have the Beast. And the Beast is my baby. Honestly, it's gonna be a little hard to leave it behind sometimes when I'm traveling.
Yeah, you didn't like the idea of sharing it with me.
I didn't like the idea of sharing. But it's my dream truck, and ever since I was 19 years old, I used to draw trucks, and it's as good looking as I could have hoped. So we take the Beast, hook it up to Beauty, and we're going to travel around the country. We've got some cool trips to Utah and Austin and New Mexico,
Florida,
California, hopefully later on this year. So we're going to take you on some of those trips with us. And then as well, what we want to do is introduce you to all the kids. In fact, rather than us introduce you to all the kids, we're going to let them introduce themselves. So they're self-videoing this next part. And here's our boys.
Hello. Ben is gonna ask me some questions. Cut! Okay, so we put up some questions for me, Ben, and Nick that we're gonna answer. And so Ben's gonna read them to me. So go ahead.
So, what is your name?
My name is Tyler. What's your name?
My name's Ben. My real name's Benjamin, but most people call me Ben or Benny.
Hi.
Wake up.
I'm waking. Okay, what's your name?
Nick.
What's your real name?
Well, my real name is Nick Graham.
No, Nicholas.
Nicholas. What is your age?
I'm 10, about to turn 11.
I am 9.
Age is 5. What's your favorite thing to do?
My favorite thing to do is play sports.
Help my mom and dad.
Well, I really like Minecraft, but my really
I
watching videos.
I think his favorite thing is video games.
Yeah. My favorite thing is video games.
What are you most excited about of living in this Airstream?
Well, I like to travel, but I'm most excited about is like going to sandy places, finding creatures.
Traveling around the world.
Cool. That I will get to travel around the world, and I might be able to go to Disneyland. That means I can go back to the Tower of Terror.
I'm excited to go visit new states I haven't visited before.
My first thing, I want to discover new creatures. Hold them.
So, what I'm excited about is that I'm going to go to most fun theme parks. A lot of stuff are fun.
Alright, so second thing, I'm excited to go on theme park rides and all that stuff. Well, I'm scared that someone's going to get hurt. And then we have to cancel the whole road trip and turn it into a hospital.
And another thing I'm excited about is maybe going to like parks, like roller coaster parks, like Six Flags.
I really like roller coasters, but not fast roller coasters because they make me fall up. Because most people, when they're big, but sometimes they go on fast rides and they fall up.
Another thing I'm excited about is visiting the beaches, stuff, so we can go boogie boarding and all that fun stuff.
And my third thing is that we're going to have fun living with my family. We're really close by. We're going to get to do a lot together, discover a lot together, and this will help our family grow a lot, being cooped up in a little place.
But my other fun thing is I'm going to like parks and parking this house and it has like a pool and I will swim.
To the next question is to Ben.
Right here.
Hello.
What are you most worried about?
I'm most worried about, I'm scared that, I'm scared of drowning. Like something's going to go above the pool and I'm going to drown. Scared
Okay.
of drowning.
So, on to Nick.
My worries is that I'm scared of roller coasters, so I'm not scared I'm going to throw up on the roller coasters. That's what I'm afraid of.
And another thing I'm really scared of is if something breaks down and we can't really get it fixed, and that would be kind of scary.
And I'm worried about one of us is going to get bitten by something bad. Not very good. Not very good at all.
What are you most worried about?
Well, what I'm most worried about is there like tornadoes and storms are crashing down.
And I'm scared that, like, if when we unhitch the trailer in the truck and my dad goes into town to buy stuff and my mom and us are just relaxing and my dad never comes home with the truck, that'd be kind of scary.
What I'm worried about is that someone's going to get in trouble and then it's going to be bad and the whole place is going to turn into a non-liking family coop. Then we take it.
most worried would be being eaten by a shark. So the first question is favorite thing to do.
So I think my favorite thing to do while we travel
Just in life.
in life, what is my favorite thing to do? I really like being a mom. I like learning with my boys. I think some of the most fun times are whether it's reading a new book with them or going on a field trip. It's just, I like to spend time with my family, and I love to travel, and this will kind of incorporate all of that. So.
Most excited about living in the Airstream.
I'm most excited about because it'll feel like one big vacation, but it will be life. So we'll get in a normal routine, and we'll be living in our home on wheels, which will be nice, and it'll be different than traveling from like hotel to hotel, and so I'm kind of excited about that.
Most nervous about.
Living in a small space with 4 boys, and he's considered a boy.
Yes, he is. Okay.
So yeah, most nervous about
Matt, it's your turn, or Dad. Second. Alright, first question. What's your favorite thing to do?
My favorite thing to do is hang out with my wife.
Let's be honest, his talk.
That was rude. I changed my favorite thing to do from hang out with my wife to hang out with my boys. I love my boys. We have a lot of fun. I love business, so I love teaching people. I get a lot of fulfillment out of teaching people, and I love family. I tell everybody I live my life to date my wife and coach my kids. And so we're actually going to put the coaching thing on hold as we're driving around, but it'll be more like a motor coach, I guess. I just love life. I enjoy learning, I enjoy growing in new adventures. So excited for this one.
Most excited about living in the Airstream.
Most excited about is, I think I'm getting excited about the mornings. Excited about the mornings and like what that will bring for new adventures, what you wake up to each morning. I'm kind of excited about the small space and the lack of cleaning that Molly's going to have to do, because I'm thinking it's going to allow her more time to do other things, like spend time with me. And I'm super excited about the traveling and seeing new places and teaching my boys about new culture.
Most nervous
and,
about
like, different
living
people.
in the Airstream.
I am most nervous. I think it struck me last night for the first time, and I am a little bit nervous about the safety of my family when I'm not here. And I am a little nervous about times when I need my space to little focus. I do run a company, so I can get in the beast and hang out, and so I think that'll be fine. But there's times where I would like to be in a home, and I'm used to having like a whole room with a big TV and all that. So just kind of working inside of a really small space. And I'm also very nervous. Our boys are very, very
Energetic.
Energetic's a good word for it. And so the noise can get to me sometimes. So
We'll just tether them to the outside of the Airstream.
being able to escape the noise, I think, is a little bit interesting. And I'm a little bit worried about their noise with the neighbors, so hopefully that will be okay. But that's probably the biggest things I'm nervous about. Why don't you tell them a little bit about why we homeschool?
We homeschool
To escape the crazies.
because I said so.
Pretty much most of what we do is because she says so. But no, the reality is we actually don't homeschool to escape things. It's more to
I like
create
to
opportunity.
escape the time schedule of school.
Okay, we like to escape the time schedule of school, yes.
I wanted to homeschool because I want my boys to love to learn and to not lose that, and to look at life as always learning. It's not just from September to May, and it's not just out of books, and it's not just boring stuff or what they would categorize as boring stuff.
Are you
So,
calling like regular school boring?
Yes. I've admitted public school can be boring.
We're gonna get a lot of teachers writing
There are
haters.
really great teachers, but they're
Yeah,
confined
definitely.
to the rules of what the government says they need to teach and how to teach it. And we won't go into public school, because if you choose public school, that's great. Homeschooling works for us.
Yeah,
and
yeah, it's definitely not for everybody.
It's
Just like owning a business not for everybody, just like living in a Airstream's not for everybody. So we do what works for us, but it's been a really cool
I convinced
experience.
him 4 years ago.
Man, I thought she was crazy. I still, no, I don't think you're crazy.
And I think this 4th year has been our best. And
It's been like easier. You've really
It'll-
got the flow going.
it'll be fun to see how we transition to on the road and how that looks, and just kind of find a new rhythm.
Do you like homeschooling, Nick?
Well, he's
Yeah, what do you like
technically
about it?
wouldn't even be in public school right now,
Yeah.
so he's my sidekick.
So Ben doesn't like that he doesn't have to do as much school, right, Ben?
Maybe.
Ben is our second, and he's awesome, super creative, gets up super early, and actually gets school done a lot of times by like 9 o'clock. Because he'll get up at like 6:30 or 7 o'clock and get cranking, and he'll read, and he'll do his writing and math and everything. He's just super diligent, which is awesome. And Tyler also, adds in music and other things like that. So we just love how, sometimes they don't even know that they're actually at school or they're learning, because it's not all framed in go do this homework or go work on this. It's like, let's go explore this, or let's go research this, or what do you think about that? And so even though it's school, it doesn't feel like school to them all the time. It's just learning, which is, to me, super powerful. And I'm grateful. I had parents that, my mom especially, like, instilled the love of books and learning ever since I was a kid. And so I think that's what's created my hunger for wanting to grow and learn, and also even teach others and share with others. It's funny because I didn't do real well at school, and now I own an education company where we teach people how to build a business. And so there's definitely different ways of doing it, and we found our way that works awesome. The kids are super smart, and we get a lot of compliments on them. Not trying to brag, for sure. I'm sure everybody loves their kids,
But they are socialized, so you don't need to be concerned about
oh yeah, that's the biggest thing we get. We'll talk more about homeschooling later on, but people are always like, oh, well, what are they gonna do for a social life, and are they gonna have friends? And like, yeah, they go to church, they play in sports, they do School of Rock, they have plenty of ways to socialize, play with the kids down the street, and what's cool is they're not just comfortable with kids their age, they're comfortable with kids of all ages, and play really well with older kids or even adults. And so I love that about it.
But basically, we'll be going on one big field trip right now. So
Yeah, so now we're in a new stage in life. So the other thing is that, I guess, talk about, we just love traveling and new things. I think we haven't done as much travel as we wanted to, and we felt like this life could provide an opportunity for our kids to see more things, see them from a different kind of environment, and especially more connected with nature, which I honestly can't say I'm like a total nature buff.
I like nature. Nick, you like nature, huh? He loves nature.
Yeah, but like just this morning, waking up and going for a walk first thing. How cool was that? Yeah, that
Did
was
you see any
awesome.
creatures from the Black Lagoon?
No, but we found some places to look for creatures.
Can we look for them today?
Maybe later on. We'll see. We got a lot to do today still. So we're still moving. So we've got a few more things to move out of the house, but anyway, we just love traveling. So we're gonna, we figured this would connect us, and and let me tell you, I guess, a little bit of how this all came about. Oh, what we were gonna talk about was how we got in this situation, or how this all happened.
Because I said so.
Yeah, but there's more to the story.
No, it's just
Basically,
because she
all
said
good ideas are my ideas, and I just convince my boys to go along with them. People like to think Matt's the crazy dreamer,
Yeah.
but
A lot of people think that I'm the crazy one.
this was really my idea.
so. I know.
So tell them how it came about. So we were
Let's go back like 4 years when we stopped by an Airstream dealership in Utah and just looked at them. We just were dreaming. Like one day it'd be really cool to own one and put that on the bucket list.
Yeah, so honestly, at that time, we were living in the home we were in now. Building a business, you go through challenges sometimes, and so we had gone through some financial challenges in building my business, and so we actually ended up having some credit issues a while back, and so even though I've actually bought and sold a lot of properties with bad credit, which is a cool thing that you can do, it was still hard to buy our own home, and so we actually rented a house, a great house. It was a wonderful place, and we had to move out of the house because basically the renters wanted to, or the owners wanted to sell it. So we're at this situation where we knew we were going to move like the end of last year, and things have been going well, and so we wanted to build the house, and we found a great house, a great lot, and we started building. But the builder, we knew even at the time, was maybe going to be able to finish a month or two after we had to move out. It's going way longer than that, which we kind of expected.
And if you've ever built a house, then you know what we're talking about.
Yeah, so we kind of knew it was going to go long. It's going longer than that, but so we thought, well, we'll just like, what are we going to do in the meantime when we move out? We don't want to live with parents.
So it's either like live in an extended stay kind of hotel, which we've already done before at the beginning of our marriage, which is a whole nother story.
Long story.
Or I brought up the idea of buying some type of recreational vehicle.
So I thought it was
Airstream,
like crazy.
trailer.
That wouldn't make sense financially.
How would you run your business?
Yeah, and we just threw it around and started looking at them. I had no idea what it would cost, and I didn't realize that they would finance over time. We ended up doing kind of something different and put a lot of money down on it. But anyways, I started looking at the math. I was like, well, okay, this is really not too bad. We could make this work financially. And then once it became a financial side, then it was logistics side. How can we do that? And we figured those things out. For the business is really the biggest thing, and how could we make it worthwhile with all the events that I do. And anyways, we just said, okay, let's do it. And so then it was trying to find the RV and what was the right one, and oh my goodness.
And eventually we
You mean
settled.
trailer?
Yeah, we're like, well, not, it wasn't a trailer.
Motorhome versus a fifth wheel versus a travel trailer. And we looked at all of them, and I convinced everyone to go with an Airstream.
She picked basically the smallest option of all the options we were looking for,
But we
because
picked
she
one
likes
of
to
the
be close to
we
us.
picked one of the biggest Airstreams, and we looked at all of them.
So you
Oh,
picked the
my
smallest of the biggest.
Biggest of the smallest.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, really, there's a lot more to it than just size. It's the quality, the look. We couldn't find anything we liked that really looked our
And
style.
for this size, there's quite a bit of space and great storage, which we have maxed out, and you'll get to see later on. But that's kind of my expertise.
Yeah, Molly's like the organization queen, so that was really helpful with moving out and moving in. So we're in the Airstream now. So we actually are out of the house. We have till Tuesday to get everything else out of the house, but we have everything moved into the Airstream, and we can live in the Airstream now. There's a couple little miscellaneous things we'll probably grab from the house and bring with us, and we have the truck. It's going to be packed up with some things as well, and we're just gonna live out of this. We put our stuff in storage. We sold a bunch of stuff, gave a bunch of stuff away. We're building the house. The house will hopefully be done in.
You threw a lot of stuff away.
I didn't throw that much stuff away. I really gave away a lot.
Anyway, so we
had too much stuff.
we threw a bunch of stuff away. Anyway, so now what we're at is we're getting going. We're on the road, and we'll tell you more about our story with future adventures.
And I say goodbye because we're at 10 minutes.
Yeah, so
Yeah, sorry, he's long-winded.
I talk a lot, but I found I like the detailed videos. So you tell us, do you like the details or do you want the simple stuff?
Or both.
Or both?
I'll give you simple stuff.
And I'll give you the details. We're the Elmers, and welcome to our Airstream journey, and welcome to Streamin Freedom. So please subscribe if you want to see more.
Hello.
So I think
There's a fly in the window.
there is a fly in the window. That's okay.
There's lots of bugs.
Lots of bugs. We're going to get used to the bugs, I think. Here.
But we have an electric fly swatter.
Yes, we did get electric fly swatter.
Let me go.
And we're making a video. It's okay. We don't need to kill the fly right
hold
now.
it there. He wanted to. We're fly killers, sorry.
So,
And Nick successfully killed the fly, so.
and the fly is dead.
And I successfully tried to hold the camera still.
And Ben has been our cameraman on this, so
And I'm really scared of box jellyfishes.